Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today I'm going to do a Tainted Isaac run, because I feel that's exactly the kind of thing I need to get the remaining items, which I definitely didn't forget to open the notepad that says which items those are. So I am looking forward to a run that's going to be very self-explanatory, a run that's just going to be easy. No difficulties whatsoever, because this character is breezy. He's got a whole bunch of rerolls effectively, because he's switching back and forth between items. And it's gonna be great. I think this will be the one that gets all the remaining items in one attempt. It's only like 9 items, easy. Compass or BOGO bombs, already looking good. Already 2 items that I don't need to worry about anymore, so that's exciting. It's definitely going to work out, and if it's not, I'm going to cry. It's a shame we got Curse of the Lost, in a way, because it does complicate things in regards to getting secret rooms and such. It also means we don't have a devil deal on this floor, because it's not an Excel floor, so I guess it's kind of nice. And we get a whole bunch of soul hearts, which is also not too bad, actually. For whatever devil deal purposes we want. We still need Mega Blast, and we needed another one. I don't really remember what the other one is, but I'm sure if I see it, it'll probably force an epiphany and make sure that we get everything we ever wanted. There is Tiny Planet or Unk. Tears up, very nice. I don't really want either of them, if I'm being honest. Range up from Tiny Planet is kind of nice, but that's about it. I'm gonna see if I can re-roll this, maybe. Even though I just said this character gets so many re-rolls, I already want more after the first item pedestal that comes our way, because that is unfortunately the way it goes sometimes. But there is a decent chance that there is a secret room next to that room we just left, so I'm hoping that is going to work out in my favor. That secret room is going to have an R key, and it's going to be amazing. Always keep your hopes low. That's unfortunate. Everything is ruined. We have a lot of bombs, actually. I didn't know. I thought we only had 2, but we somehow have ended up with a bunch. Ooh. I like that one a little bit more. It's kind of unfortunate to have it in your in the item slot, I suppose, in terms of things that take up space, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You got a good pill pool, which is honestly really nice on this character as well. Just having a Tears Up pill is wonderful, really, especially if you get more than one of them, because it pretty much solves any problems we might have regarding trying to get a good build. Because we already got the tier rate, and what else could you possibly need if you can just shoot quick? So, all in all, I'm feeling hopeful. I'm a little tempted by Tiny Planet, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually, you know what? At least for a little bit. It's only the start of a run. It's right there. I don't think I've had many a run with Tiny Planet and nothing else, really. There is that challenge where you get Tiny Planet, whichever one it is, and that can be kind of good. Do I want the compass more? I guess I probably do. Like, there's that one challenge where you get Tiny Planet, and obviously it's a fun challenge. I'm also just going to blow up the donation machine. I want that card. I don't know what it is, but I need it. But other than that, it's a fairly rare occurrence, I suppose, in terms of items that you actually pick up. So it is somewhat respectable in terms of an exciting new way to play the game. Plus, I might just be able to get rid of it later if it really doesn't work out. So all in all, what could possibly go wrong? Especially early game, I'm not particularly concerned, especially since we're going for devil deals as well. Odds are that it's probably going to be fine, except if I just run into a rock. But honestly, whether I had Tiny Planet or not was fairly inconsequential in that one, unfortunately. I don't really need more money presently, so I'll go with the syringe for now, but a little scary. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Sure, it may mean that one of the item pedestals has something on it that I can't see what it is, and it might be specifically one of the items I still need. But, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Another sacrifice room, that's 2 for 2 so far. Pretty neat. Button that unleashes a golden poop, like I said, I don't need that much money as it turns out. I think if I shoot in the exact opposite direction like that, it's pretty much gonna guarantee good things actually hitting, so that's kind of nice. Oop. In terms of not needing money, I think this is also a pretty good argument, especially since I do have that 50% off as well. I could use a key. A key would be nice. Maybe some more bombs as well, because I am a little bit low on the bomb front. I could use one or two more. The unidentified pill might be a bomb, of course. Could just be HP up, shot speed down as well, though. I have placed this fire in an unfortunate spot, but it's probably fine. Stopwatch has a good lot of good stuff here, actually. Jumper cables is fun. I do like me a stopwatch, though. Similarly, Dreamcatcher is really good. But I do like me a mom's bracelet. It's an item that I really haven't used that much either. In terms of things. I don't think I can just... Yeah, that doesn't work. That's a shame. I don't know. I'm feeling good about this. Who needs Dreamcatchers when you can just enter your item room and hope? Especially with the character that I am anyway. It's just going to make things more confusing. I'm going to quickly, just for fun, go to my documents. Open Isaac.txt. That I definitely... Oh god. I'm opening Notepad. I'm gonna get you through this whole section. I'm opening Isaac, which is apparently in just an empty folder. Cool. That's a cool place to save things. Right. So I need a whole bunch of stuff really, but none of these. Do I even need anything from the... Yeah, I need the unicorn stump, scissors, and wait what from the item room. And that's a punching bag. Another nice thing about this character is that if I get a punching bag, I can get rid of it later. Which some other characters don't have that luxury, so I am at least a little bit happier. Plus, against these flies specifically, it's actually not too bad. Because it does at least make some of them go after the punching bag, and it does limit the amount of tears getting shot in my direction, so that's kind of nice at least. It is kind of hard to tell how much difficulty I am having with actually hitting stuff right now, but I can promise you the difficulty is palpable. Also, I will... real quickly just do this while I still have this item anyway. Also, let's... Ah, dang it. I wanted to use it on the skull, because you can pick up the skull enemies as skulls and then they're just red, but unfortunately I was not swift enough and that is my bad. I'm gonna take a rock with me to the boss. I think this deals decent damage to an enemy, but I'm not sure if it throws it forward or ringly. It does shoot it forward. That's okay damage. Obviously, it's better if the rock has a bomb inside it, but it's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. I feel like I did expect my tear rate to be a little bit higher given the amount of pills I had to increase my tear rate, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Most of the difficulty with actually trying to hit stuff is that I can't really tell when I'm going to hit. It's not so much actually hitting with it, because the tears are clearly all going to the target eventually. But it is a little bit odd to tell when a tear will actually go towards the enemy, and that is currently my biggest trouble with this tiny planet build that we got going on, and it's working out. I think I'd rather have this right now. Even more tear rate. I was recently shown a video about this particular layout, and it was probably the smartest thing I've ever seen. Which is you can just run past stuff if you have a trinket or a card, and that you can just you can drop it on the floor, and while the pickup animation is still active, you can just run past it. And I think that's just really cool. Something I definitely never would have come up with on my own, but it's nice that the internet is filled with people who make videos about genuinely everything in the world, including this game, and that's nice. Having said that, I don't really know what I want from any of this, because it's all not really that good. The shovel could be interesting. But I do kind of like having Mom's bracelet, but at the same time, I kind of like the idea of maybe occasionally getting a trapdoor, so I'm just kind of hoping that that's going to work out. Similarly, you can do this and then not pick up any of that stuff, so there's some good stuff about it for sure. But yeah, all in all, I think that's neat. I think that's a neat idea that someone once had in terms of that room specifically. So that's good. Anyway. We are on the way to a ghost land. We can at least get some bombs through becoming the Lost, so that's kind of nice. I might get rid of Tiny Planet on this floor, as heinous as it might be. I think it's just a better call right now. As right now, just not really feeling it. Not really feeling this this whole Tiny Planet shenaniganry. The nice thing about this character is that you can... This character is effectively just a test drive for builds. You can just try out a couple things and then afterwards go, you know what, maybe this is just not for me. And I figured it wouldn't be. But now I know for certain that this is not my jam. Tiny Planet does like combine very well with very specific things, especially stuff like tech and brimstone and stuff like that, but on its own, I mean, it's working out so far. The spectral tearsness of it all is nice for a room like this where there's a bunch of buckets in the way. And since we got rid of Mom's bracelet, we can't just remove the buckets anymore. I mean, obviously this is very exciting to go with Tiny Planet as well. Like Tiny Planet Ipecac, I'm curious to see how it would work, but I think it's just death. I mean, there's a challenge that already gives you Tiny Planet Ipecac, actually, and I don't really need to recreate it, I feel. So instead, I'm gonna take 5 bombs, which is definitely not the better of the 2 choices, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Was the other one also detonator when it re-rolled? I'm actually not 100% sure, but I feel like I saw a detonator in there beforehand, and I was not paying any attention. I was not paying any attention. Is really what happened there. So there you go. More money, very nice. Now unfortunately, we got an active item from that, which, well, we got more tears up, so... The downside with getting that active item is that it's going to be a little bit more expensive to try and get rid of that Tiny Planet right now. I also don't really... Well, I guess I do want more curse rooms. Because I'm specifically looking for certain curse room items as well, so I guess that's good. I am a little bit on the low side of the money fronts right now. I'd like to have a little bit more. It's certainly not impossible with what we currently have. 2 of diamonds does help as well, but I think I want to explore a little bit more first before I just use that randomly. Oh god. Enemies that run towards me right now with Tiny Planet are also just a lot more terrifying, because shooting things that are sort of in the room, not too bad, but shooting anything that even remotely moves towards me, yeah, it's a little bit trickier to maneuver those tiers in a nice and quick fashion, unfortunately, but it's working out. All in all, I'm kind of surprised how little damage we've taken this floor so far, if I'm being honest, so can't really complain too much. Can't really complain too much. I don't know if I want to use these bombs anywhere. I know I want to find my super secret room, but I really don't know exactly where to look. That concerns me a bit. There's no sacrifice room on this floor, no arcade either. Arcade could have been potentially interesting just because the amount of red hearts on this floor actually would have made a blood donation machine really useful. You don't necessarily need an arcade for that, I suppose, but it certainly would help to try and find a temperance machine. It would be nice, for sure. We at least have enough soul hearts to consider the curse rooms as well, I suppose. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to bother. I'm gonna try exactly one spot for my super secret room, and that's over here. Nice. 2. So apparently metronome can activate death certificate, is what I've heard. I've not tested it, but I'm willing to believe. And also, we haven't done a metronome run yet, because usually I'm scared it's going to kill me. But again, we are in that wonderful time right now where we can do whatever the heckle we want, and as such, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So let's do this. Lil Blub. Oh, we get the Ring of Protection. That's nice. If only this boss... Oh, I guess this boss does have some tear attacks, actually, so it might end up working out. But fortunately, a boss that dies reasonably quickly, like stuff like this as well. A little bit less scary with that Ring of Protection, so thank you very much, Metronome. Lunch or blue cap? I mean, the blue cap is the obvious contender here. We're gonna get rid of Tiny Planet. It's been good. It's been a good time, but Well, quite frankly, it wasn't a good time. It was a terrible time for everyone involved, but at least we got rid of it now, so that's nice. I will do that. I'm gonna get me some extra bombs, because the bomb count was getting a little bit on the low side once again. I will get myself blown up by this bomb right here as well. Nearly actually got hit. That's a little too scary to do it in the regular way, but no enemies at least. Dead cat or sanguine bond? A sanguine bond is interesting because it's an item I've never really properly used. Because it's effectively terrible. But if it does work out, it could be interesting. So what we're gonna do, and also just because I want to get rid of this friend that we have, I'm gonna take that. I think dead cat, 100% the better call in that particular room, but we're just gonna go with it. Also, I was considering doing more of the floor, but then I realized I have metronome and I want to do metronome things. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this. Keep the hermit card in case anything goes horribly awry. And let's see, wood, nickel, or birthright. I mean, birthright is the very obvious call here. One more item maybe. Coupon or mystery gift. Ooh, okay, that's actually interesting because I need me items. And mystery gift can help with that. At least a little bit. I'm gonna hope today is gonna be one of those days. A little bit expensive for something that might ultimately not pay off. Because I specifically want Heartbreak, which apparently does exist in the curse room. I also still need some secret room items as well, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Boop. We got the poop, but we also got contract from below. I'll go with that, even though apparently it does have that chance of just not giving you a room reward afterwards, which is a little expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just gonna go with it instead. Now, having said that, with Birthright, is there any more items I kind of want to take, even though I got rid of them just now? I want to say the answer to that is a very much no. But we could go with this for a little bit longer. Yeah, sure, why not? We have the space for it. I could go to the mines, but I won't. I'm not feeling any more mines. I want to go to the caves. And we are still in the caves. I genuinely wasn't sure if that was going to send us to the caves or to the depths 1 already, but it worked out. It worked out. The movement speed of my tears is hilarious. And now, oh my god, 2 souls of Isaac. I mean, there you go. That is what you get, I suppose. If we can find unroom. I guess I need like double carrying space. That would be nice. No, nah. Should have explored more. Now I don't know where to bomb, but that's okay. Range up, very nice. Range down. Ultimately balances out for me in the benefit, so it's not too bad. Oh, I got the kidney stone. All right. Oh, with the tiny plant actually could be interesting. There you go. And get that. Very nice. I'm guessing this is a secret room, and I will bet all my remaining bombs on that guess, fortunately. So, having said that much later than actually verifying, worked out exactly in my favor. That's the real strategy right there. You just talk real slow, like, before you know it, everything works out. My tier rate's pretty much max, and everything just feels so slow. I guess Waver's alright. Ooh, especially with Sanguine Bond. We might actually get that to work out in a really silly way, but let's find out together, I suppose. This is a whole bunch of nothing. It might be super secret room there, judging by the layout, but other than that, not super exciting things going on there, unfortunately. Finger! That's right. Oh god. At least the damage I take is pretty much not that important anymore, so that's kind of nice. We get some keys. That's also kind of nice. We no longer have our finger, though. It's the downside of the metronome, is that it only works for one room. I'd really like a 9-volt battery. So if you could buy that, that would be lovely. Ooh! It's a shame there were barely any enemies in that room. Look up. 48-hour energy. Well, I guess. Ooh. Do we keep that? Curious. Yeah, we just got a heart container from Metronome, I think. That's pretty good. Also, I guess with Wafer, I'm tempted by the sacrifice room. But let's actually first just check out what we can get here. Because if we get an item from the sacrifice room, it's going to be redemption, and I don't really care that much. But if we could maybe get some cool stuff from Sanguine Bond, that'd be lovely. I mean, odds are the Devil Deal's just going to close behind us, which is kind of unfortunate, but if it doesn't, that'd be cool. That would be neato, is what that would be, oh. God, my tears are so slow. Ooh, 50% off. That would have been really useful had I used it in a shop. But I guess that's good to know that that's an option that you can have. At the same time, I'm not just tempted to use it exclusively in the shop. At the same time, it's no longer as good to get 50% off twice because it doesn't make everything free anymore. It doesn't matter as much, I suppose, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice. I'm a little tempted by the recharge, but not as much as one would maybe hope. Ooh, the everything jar. And the everything jar with one charge, I guess, which turns it into that. Cool. Very nice. Very cool. Alright, we're at least getting some consumables this floor, so that at least makes life a little bit less complicated. Avril Lavigne is not bothered this day, and that's nice. I'm gonna try both of these. In the hopes. Nope. Neither of those seems to be a super secret room. I mean, maybe I missed, but I'm gonna say that's actually impossible. Not just claim that maybe I missed, maybe a little bit of humility. Yeah, humility, that's the word, not humility. We're going with humility. No, it's just the game's wrong. I did not get a double deal. I don't care that much about speed up. I could have maybe done that differently, but oh well. Wild card. I forget what the last pill I had was. Verp? 48-hour energy. Right. So if I do this... Oh, then it copies the item, right. Oh, and you could use that with Soul of Isaac. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh. What are you gonna do? And this would be a pretty good build had I not used my item over and over in this one room with no enemies inside it. And then pick up the soul heart, even though I'm gonna use a sacrifice room in a second. I've made some poor choices this time. Could have used the metronome also in the sacrifice room as well, I suppose. I could use Soul of Isaac twice in the sacrifice room on the key pieces, which is actually not too bad. But first we're gonna hang out here for a bit. 3 coins. Nope. None of the good stuff. Troll bombs. I got hit by the bomb. Right, let's just move you over there. I'm gonna get some of my health back before actually fighting the angel. Even though I'm not too concerned with Wafer, I suppose. Oh, good. Taros, which ultimately was, I think, just a speed down. Because of the way this room works specifically. So, all in all, that's a pretty good deal. It's a little tempting to get the key pieces, I suppose, because they don't take up space. So, and then we could go to Mega Satan as well, but I don't know. Because I don't know what items I'm gonna get from this. I assume I'm just gonna get like, you know, item room items, which I don't care about that much. I don't know. Let me, there's 2 Souls of Isaacs and there's one where I can't even use it anyway, so I might as well just use it here a little bit. This is awful. I do not have the low enough range for this. Except if I shoot backwards the entire time while he's on me, but it's just very awkward. This is not how angels are meant to be fought. I mean, if I run quick enough, then the whole barrage kind of goes into him as well, but I would have thought that he'd use an attack every now and then. There we go. I was hoping he'd stand still a little bit more and then let me actually use the bundle of tears that I had in my collection, but no, he's not really feeling it today. But let's see. I'm curious what we could get from this, at least. Oh my god. This is so terrible. There we go. Very nice. What we got? Yeah, this is just stuff. I don't really care about either of these at all. I mean, the pill thing is kind of neat, I guess, but I think I'd rather just go for the 2 key pieces. Kind of a shame for later sacrifice rooms, I guess, because it does mean that we're not going to get anything else from angels unless we get the trinket that gives us stuff from angels. I am at least a little curious about this room now, though. Also, I need to get that card. I kind of forgot about that card. I figured I'd get it if I get Flight from Sanguine Bond, but I did not. This would be a good item with whatever it's called. The rock bottom, because you do occasionally get those stat ups and those could be pretty useful. But oh well. What are you? Ace of Clubs. I think I'd rather have the Soul of Isaac, but I genuinely was tempted there for a second, because it is at least kind of nice, I suppose. The main nice thing about it is that I have 1 bomb. And I don't remember if there was actually one for sale in the shop. If there was one, I might actually just get it. I mean, there's this. Overcharge the metronome. And let's be on our way. Overall, not the most exciting floor, but it'll do. It'll do. We got a key. I'm gonna take this instead of the trinket that I had, because the trinket that I had wasn't actually good. It was actually just nothing. So I didn't really need to carry that around that long. We're not gonna reach boss rush, I don't think, so that's a shame. There we go. 1 enemy. Can we get a cool drop? Nope. Just a cool room. Yeah, there you go. Can't stop this. I got double slowdown. I have an aura that slows enemies, and then I also have this 1 room thing that slows you down even more. You're basically not even moving anymore. And that's the way this game is played. Very nice. It's all working out. Larry Jr., more like Larry's about to be dude. The statues on the sides here are not even remotely interested in me for some reason. Probably because I was in the middle of the room, but still, who's to say? Move that. I wanted you to move that a little bit more. Haha! That's right. The jar of wisps. This has been the most useful jar of wisps I've possibly ever seen, in the sense that it doesn't have the recharge, and occasionally it does something entirely different. Which really gets rid of most of the downsides of the jar of wisps, so that's the downsides, of course, being what it does. But yeah, that's good. Backstabber and Empty Heart. I mean, Empty Heart's fine. Backstabber is also an item in the video game. I don't really want to. I don't even want to replace Tiny Planet with that. I mean, I guess the box. I guess I'm not using the box right now. But the moment I find even anything, it's probably going to get removed. Oh, my secret room's there, I guess. Thank you very much, metronome, for your infinite wisdom. Who am I? Oh. The nice thing about stopwatch is that life gets significantly more confusing. Did my fairy just disappear when I use my metronome again? The fairy's definitely not there anymore, so I don't know what happened to it. I don't fully understand what happened there. Because I got the thing that gives you, like, followers if you pick up enough hearts. And then my fairy disappeared for some reason. I don't even have the luck up anymore that you get from that ordinarily, so yeah, it's just real weird. It doesn't matter, I suppose, at the end of the day, because I already knew where everything was, but still, it's just odd. I didn't think that was actually a thing that happened, because you usually just keep your stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, placebo, that's nice. Ball and chain, cool. Golden bomb, I will actually go for that, because god, it's been such a struggle to keep bombs for some reason. Ooh, wait, what was that? Oh, that's not as good as I thought it was. I thought that was C-section. It was not. It was an extra life, which isn't even visible. I'm not actually sure if it was an extra life now, but I'm pretty sure that was inner child. So I'm not really sure why the child was gone, but yeah, I guess. I picked up the coin, everyone. I didn't forget it. It wasn't at all that I looked at the map and then realized, oh, I'm still missing a coin in that room. And oh, it's in the corner again, as it often is. It definitely was on purpose. I wanted to have it for later, because occasionally you need a snack. But that is solid reasoning. With infinite bombs, you can also just use it a lot more to like look for crawl spaces, move a coin, all sorts of good purposes. Was kind of hoping to have found a crawl space by now with the amount of rocks that we blew up, but I guess I'm not too mad. It is, I mean, a floor like this is good for infinite bombs for sure. How is that enemy not getting hit though? Also, we lost our actually kind of good wisp, because it didn't seem to be a standard wisp. It actually just did like the crack the sky thing, which I'm guessing was caused by the wisps, because I don't see anything else that could reliably do that. What floor am I on? Depths 1. Alright. Just like the Isaac run, it's very slow. I'm not even really doing anything, but for some reason I'm just not going quickly. I did not even dodge that. Not even try. Ah, nice. Thank you, metronome. I'm waiting for it to just use Plan C or something and kill me, but I think they removed those kind of things. Like, apparently they removed Kamikaze from Dead Sea Scrolls as well, which is why it was so good when I used it, because really the only real maybe bad thing that Dead Sea Scrolls does now is Book of Anarchy, which just makes a whole bunch of troll bombs appear in the room. And that's not too bad. It doesn't, like, just insta-damage you anymore, and obviously that's just really nice. Do I want that? Not really. Oh, look at that, Necronomicon. Very good. Battery for damage? I don't think so. Backpack, though, that could be interesting. Second active item. I mean, I don't hate that at all. Well, it's been good to have empty heart, but that's gone now. Don't need that anymore. Let's charge up our metronome and go fight a boss. And then use up all of our remaining hearts on Sanguine Bond. I did not mean to leave the room just now, but I did. I ain't too mad about it. I didn't pick up the tears up. I don't know what's going on with my hands today. I don't know why I even thought that would not hit me. I'll be honest, I'm recording this immediately after work on a Friday, and quite frankly, it's been a pretty long week, and that makes my gameplay suboptimal, so I figured I'd do something easy, like Tainted Isaac. And it's not particularly difficult so far, but it is just, see, this is the kind of run you get at the end of a long day. You just kind of vibe. And hope for the best. I'm gonna blow this. Can I blow this up from here? That seems too far away. Yeah. Oh well. The gate. Ooh, that could be good if he spawns stuff. Which he might. Does this one spawn spiders? I actually don't recall. So far it seems the answer is no, I only shoot Why am I even not... Why am I even using tears? I have infinite bombs. It is definitely the better strategy right now. Oh, a devil deal. Who would have thunk it? What a twist. Alright, brimstone or... not brimstone. I mean... We're gonna do this. So, if I understand Sanguine Bond correctly, I need to be doing this a whole bunch. And also, if I understand correctly, this is a pretty good thing to do as like the keeper because he drops so many coins on the floor, and that's obviously pretty good. So far, with Wafer, I'd call this working out. I don't know if I'm gonna keep all that damage once I leave the room, and also, it put a lot of items there. Which is nice. Black heart, cool. 2 black heart, reasonable. Yeah, I can see why that would give me 2 of them. Kind of want that Leviathan transformation, but I think that's like a 2% chance, which is not great odds, obviously. Yeah. A lot of coins. I'm gonna go to 1 heart. And then I'm gonna use Soul of Isaac. Alright.
Soul of Isaac.
I don't really care that much, but it's interesting. It's definitely an item that I've never properly used before, I'm realizing now, and it's not bad. It's genuinely not that bad. Anyway, I didn't get the item I wanted, which was Mega Blast or Heartbreak, which is kind of a shame. We did get through a lot of items, which is nice. I don't really need 50% off anymore, I want to say. I'm a little tempted to go with this. Brimstone's fun, don't get me wrong. But I've seen a Brimstone run, and it's always the same, so I kinda... So it didn't seem to have affected everything in this room, that's odd. Strange. Let me take that. What do I want? Because I like the Rotten Baby a lot. I don't think... Wow, I'm still getting tier rate. That's interesting. I didn't think I would, actually. But fair enough. I guess... I should have done this earlier, but... Oh, well, that's fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. I'm a little curious about something, actually. If I do this... And then use this. Does this work? It might have. That's actually a pretty good deal. Anyway. I'll go with you. Because that gives me an extra Devil Deal chance. And then I'll go with this. Because that's fun. And then finally... I don't really know what I want to get rid of. I kind of like all of these items. And I guess for tier rate, I don't really care that much. So let's just go with this. This seems fun enough. Alright. I have 1 syringe. We could go for spun. I do like the idea of just picking this up and see what kind of stat ups I get either way. Speed down, tears up, which is pretty good. There's a decent chance I'm not going to use Sanguine Bond from this point on anymore, but what if I do? I'm going to get rid of the compass. Somewhat against my better judgment, but I kind of like the idea. I think if I take the buddy in a box now, it's not going to give me conjoined because I got rid of Rotten Baby, which is my B. But I could go for this. It's a bit of a tears down, but it's not like a significant one, and it could lead to conjoined in the end. Obviously, it would have been better if I bought that with the 50% off, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Gonna get the heart. That's still waiting for me there, and then we will be on our way to the next floor. And I'm hoping with the remaining devil deals that we get, that we can maybe get one of the items that I still need from the devil deals, because we did just get rid of a lot of items. I'm hoping that because we saw them, I'm hoping that counts as getting rid of them from the item pool. So let's see. We still have at least 3 floors where we're going to get a devil deal. And if we go to the lamb, that's even more. We got a pretty significant damage up from Sanguine Bond, of all things. God, this is just a cloud of death. That's so cool. If I can get conjoined with this, I think that would be hilarious. But yeah, the Sanguine Bond occasionally just gives you a damage up, I guess. I'm really very unfamiliar with the item. And I briefly glossed over the point where it said like a 2% chance of Leviathan. I didn't even really look at anything else, but we got a whole bunch of items from it as well, and that's just really good. So I guess if you can survive it, it's not too bad. Blanket. I don't really care about any of this. I mean, the portal thing's fun. That's really about it. Mr. Me could be interesting, I suppose, as well, but I don't really care. A little tempted by the blanket just because it's a soul heart, I guess, but that's about it. Ooh, triple shot. Actually kind of interesting with the build that we have because it just adds to the nightmare that we are shooting out of us right now. Very nice. I need to destroy a shopkeeper. Oh god, Eve's mascara as well. Like, these tears are never gonna reach the floor. They deal 100 damage. Yeah, rock bottom would have been so good with this build. It would be really cool if we could get that, but I'm definitely not expecting it. And then we'd also still need the metronome to work out afterwards. But still, if it does, if you can get that to work out, you gotta build. There we go. I'll go into my secret room in a minute. I want to just check out this stuff first. Don't worry, I know it's there. It's very obvious. I don't really need more money. Okay, go. Very cool. I can't see that item ever functioning. Why would that be in the metronome? Is there a situation where the metronome works for more than one room? Because surely it doesn't. It'd be very odd for sure if it did, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing something. Very possible. Anyway, we're already getting back to a decent health situation, so that's nice. Ooh, the nail. That's another black heart right there. Very cool. Gonna lose a little bit to these curse rooms all over the place, but again, we have wafers, so even in the next couple of floors we'll be able to make use of it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's first get rid of all of our red hearts here. High Priestess. Maybe? 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 Oh my god. I mean, that's on me, I suppose. I'm gonna teleport out of here because I wasted way too much health on trying to get one more drop from that enemy. I call him an enemy as well. He's not even an enemy. It's just hanging out in his room. I just really wanted to get cool stuff, and I really, yeah, I really paid for it, unfortunately. So much for a good health situation. I mean, it's getting back up there again, but, you know, it would have been nice if that didn't happen, I suppose. I would have appreciated it. For sure. Also would have appreciated flight somewhere in this run, but, I mean, what can you do? Can we get flight from this? I mean, we can carry more things for that room, so that's kind of nice. I guess technically it probably could get flight from Metronome, right? Just, perhaps only once, but still, it counts. What are you? Ooh, a golden troll bomb. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Mulligan. I mean, it's very good, but it's just... I kind of got a thing going on here. I don't really need Mulligan to make this build funny. And ultimately, isn't that the most important part of any build, really? I'd say so. So... The card against humanity, I'm just going to wait for a big room, because that seems good. So I'll probably use it in the womb. I don't really need to teleport back again after this, so yeah, we're just going to go. Hopefully we can get a devil deal, that'd be lovely. Does this work? Kinda. Didn't quite hit as many as I would have liked, I think, but oh well. Let's almost go. Let's go. Mustn't forget we have the Book of Belial. It's an extra 1 point something damage and not too terrible. It's an interesting thing we got going on. I'd really like to have conjoined with this though. So it would be nice if we could get that. There's a soul heart there. We got the negative. I mean, we are going through all of them pretty much at this rate. I don't really want any of this, unfortunately. Like, there's good items in there, but I don't really care that much is the thing. Unfortunately, none of them are followers either, or babies, I suppose, because could have gotten that conjoined then. But it's okay. It's fine. We have found a big room. That is also lovely. So in a second, we're just gonna fill this to the brim with poops. Oops. I don't know what Metronome just did, but it was probably amazing. But I think with this build, going through this shouldn't take too long. Ooh, poop trinket. Eh. Look at that. That is lovely. That is so much health. I'm gonna just keep this poop trinket for now as well. You never know. I have no real reason to use that other trinket. I mean, occasionally you get a fly from it. That's kind of nice, but that was really about it. We got Capricorn just now, which I guess gave us another heart container if we do indeed keep those. And we do. Wasn't 100% sure the first time it happened, but now it's really been truly verified that we do just keep the heart containers that we get from this. So that's actually just really powerful for my very specific flavor of shenaniganry. Then there's just the cloud. It's so good. Sacrifice room as well. I'll definitely come back for that. I do like the idea of the sacrifice room with the build that we have. Did we get another backpack? That's interesting. But first I want to see if I can get a devil deal. And we might accidentally get an angel room if I go for that direction right now. So that's obviously not too great. We got a black heart because we got the black candle from the metronome. That worked out. I kind of want that trinket. I think that's going to make this build better. We don't, I guess, need the poop trinket anymore. The main reason why I was still carrying it was in case we find another card against humanity, really, but I think this is just a bit better. Occasionally there's just going to be those teeth that just hurt so much. I should look for my secret room first, I suppose. That would be the smart thing to do. It's just that I'm a little scared of this floor and my amount of health, but it's not like super scary or anything. It's just that I need to be a little careful, and quite frankly, I don't think I have that in me right now. That's Mr. Me, which I'm not sure if I could actually control. But you certainly got rid of the top half of one enemy, so I can't really complain too much. You did good, little ghost friend, and I'm very proud of you. Yeah, I think with the amount of hearts that are on this floor, pretty much it would be silly not to at least try to go for the sacrifice room. There is also... I'll actually take this. There is the devil deal that I would like to have. And there's still some curse rooms that I also want to go into, of course. But other than that, that's all we got going for us. Little fly. Need to verify if you can really get death certificate, because I want to see it happen, obviously. I really want to have that death certificate, because every death certificate that we get is a guaranteed extra item that I don't need to look for anymore in the future. That's just nice to get that little bit of extra progress. I need to also not take so much damage all the time, because it's ruining my devil deal chances if I'm not too careful. But it's very easy to lose track of things when there is a giant cloud of death surrounding you the entire time. It's weird, but it's true. Now I'm going to explore the rest of this floor a little bit more, even though I probably shouldn't. That's another heart container. That was Maggie's something or another, which I think makes... something or another better. Makes half a heart's better or something like that. So that would have been nice in a different room as well, but that's okay. I'm honestly happy enough that we're getting so many heart containers from just using the item repeatedly. And also that it hasn't killed us. So I'm going to assume that maybe they just got rid of the instant death stuff. And I can appreciate that. That might be wrong. Don't take my word for it, but I mean, it is kinda, it's working out. I really hate that I did that. I should have known, but it's okay. What is that? Yep, let's try that again. Tower. Maybe not. Let's do that. I don't know what we just got from that, but that's fine. This is a little scary of a boss, but what are you gonna do? At least our damage is ridiculous. And we got another Devil Deal. I wouldn't mind either of these items really, but let's just check this out. There's Plan C, which I don't need, but it's there. There's 2 items which are kind of interesting. I mean, Blood Oath is kind of fun, but I'm going to lose a lot of my hearts, and I don't really like that idea. But the main thing that I wanted from this was the multidimensional baby. And I'm going to just test something real quick. So this is conjoined. A little bit difficult to see, but it's there. If I get rid of it now... I think I still keep conjoined if I do that, so that's good. With that, I can also get rid of the buddy in the box and just turn everything into multidimensional tiers. And, yeah... It's interesting. It's certainly something, isn't it? I'll take Super Bandage. I should have waited with that, actually, but because you get the soul hearts, but that's fine. And now we're gonna lose all those soul hearts. I mean, I'm gonna... Yep, that's a good start. I'm gonna check the curse rooms first. Why would I? I don't know. Don't really have a good reason. Let's go in this direction instead. This is a good build. I'm happy I kept Tiny Planet. It actually ended up kind of working out. Cool trinket. Not terrible. Cool teleport to the Devil Deal. Had I known, I would have. Yeah, this'll do. This is a build. Ah, I didn't even get a whole bunch of coins. That's genuinely quite surprising. Alright. Bunch of red hearts. Metronome in hand. Let's check out the curse rooms. I walked into that red poop, I feel, for quite a while, and I feel like it took quite a decent amount of time before I took damage. Maybe time just slowed down around me or something, I don't know, either way. It worked out. This build is so ridiculous. I just shoot for a little bit and it's just such a mess. I love it so much. I could do the challenge room, I guess. I really just want to get as many uses as possible out of this metronome at this point, but don't know if I should bother. That's alright. Wheel of Fortune could be interesting, actually. Yeah, that could actually be more interesting. Soul of the Lost also kind of interesting in terms of getting Devil Deals for free, but the Wheel of Fortune is mostly just interesting because it can reroll your whole build or restart a floor. And both of those are good in terms of trying to get some remaining stuff. It can also reroll all the consumables on the floor, so either way it's probably good to use like near the end of the run. I don't think it can crash the game. I say with little confidence. But yeah, I'm not sure. Not 100% sure either way, but that's okay. It's probably fine. I did not run into the spikes. Everything's okay again. My movement speed is a little bit on the lower side than I would like, but other than that, I think this build's working out. And I can respect that. Alright. Onwards we go. The only item that really worries me at this point that we still have to get is Butterbean. Little Horn or Tarot Cloth. I don't think Tarot Cloth really does anything for me, unfortunately. Little Horn's good. I don't really know what I would want to throw away for it is the thing. Backpack's tempting. I'm not gonna lie. Backpack's a little tempting because I don't really care about Bookable Owl after this floor. So I might actually get rid of Backpack at the end of this floor. Because it's really mostly relevant in this run for the Devil Deal chance. And obviously it would be kind of nice if we got Mega Blast, because then I could just keep both Metronome and Mega Blast, but I don't. I don't have Mega Blast. Ooh, Flight. That's nice. If only for one room, but it's there. It's just like a weird DNA build. Just a whole bunch of circles all sort of spinning around each other. It's nice. Speed up again. Occasionally it hits in just the right ways to just get that sort of insta-death effect going, and it's quite nice when it does. Now I should look for my secret room, and I should look for a Bookworm transformation. Bible, Book of Shadows. I quite like Book of Shadows, actually. If only it didn't make my Devil Deal chance go down. We'll come back to that. But either way, it's nice that we got that, I suppose. I'll take this as well. We got a Bookworm transformation, which is obviously really cool. That was the Book of Belial. That's 2-shot. That also would have been pretty good. But fairly invisible with the multidimensional tears ultimately, so it doesn't matter too much. I always forget what Watch Battery actually does, but that's not the trinket I want. I want Trickle Charge. I want the other one. Where is my secret room? There's so many options. Ooh, glass cannon. Oh, that's good. That's a good item. I love unexpected glass cannons. That's suddenly the whole room is just one ball. If you touch it, you die. Ooh, Necronomicon. Always coming when I need it most. Actually decent defense with those shielded tears right there from the metronome right now. Very good stuff. Various places where my secret room could be, so that's exciting. I mean, it's very likely that it's up there, but I just didn't want to check it because it was at the time slightly too far away, but now we've reached the point where I can't really deny that it's probably just here. Yeah. That's not a Devil Deal chance increaser. Boo! That's unfortunate. Let's try this. Luck down. There is a luck uphill waiting for me. I only need to spend 2 bombs or a very small amount of health on it, but I don't know if I want to do that. Do I really want to spend a small amount of health to try and get... No, we got milk instead. Oh no, my small amount of health. That's a little bit more than I needed to take. It's okay. I know I should use the Book of Belial. I've actively decided not to. Because it doesn't matter. No Devil Deal, I mean, that's fine. We had like a 36% chance. It was not very likely, but it's okay. Not saying I'm not disappointed, but it was just in the realm of possibilities ultimately. So I did say I want to get rid of backpack. I think I'm still on that boat. Yep, that boat. That's what people frequently call that. I guess I can just get rid of this. I mean, unless I get spun, it doesn't actually do anything. That's just one of the nice things about things with temporary stat ups. You just keep them if you get rid of the item afterwards. It's the same with the consolation prize. You just get to keep it. It's very nice. I guess I could have probably done that a long time ago, but it's fine. It's all good. Let's just leave. Now I'm hoping... Ooh, power pill. I'm hoping that we can perhaps maybe somewhat at least maybe get a Devil Deal item I still need, because we got so many items out of that pool with the various rerolls and things that we had, with Sanguine Bond getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff there as well. Go down. We got negative. It's not guaranteed, I think, but there is not a lot of items left. If we can find a Yara rune anywhere, then I'll probably take that instead of the Wheel of Fortune. Just so we can duplicate those red chests at the start of the floor. I have not picked up that many guppy pieces. That's a shame. I'm kind of tired of the multidimensional baby. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to see a lot of sives. So we're gonna go with this. They're not like the most impressive of sides, for sure. But I want to see it. Shield of Tears. Oh, never mind. We're not going to see that many enemies anymore because, quite frankly, a lot of them are just going to get killed by the little horn tears. But, I mean, occasionally we might see something happening. Granted, there are certain circumstances even, that make it a little bit difficult to see what's going on. But for the most part, I think you have the general idea, and that's probably fine. How is there still pills we haven't seen, and how is speed up one of them? Ooh, wide shot. That's cool. Very nice. This is what it's supposed to look like when you have big tears. I don't know what I just had in my metronome, but it was probably amazing. Now, I could use a bomb to blow up that first batch, but I think it's not going to be necessary for some reason. I don't know. I'm feeling it. It's just something about this build that makes me think maybe not. Maybe not. Look at the damage it took when it landed on the floor. That's amazing. I'm gonna look for my super secret room, which probably shouldn't be too hard to find. I say with certain confidence. I'm not really sure why I was so confident about that statement, because I don't think it was really guaranteed in any way, but worked out. Oh, we got extra tier rate for a moment. That's exciting. I wonder how good this build would have been were we any other character, because I do think the rerolls that we've had probably helped in trying to get a build that's quite so ridiculous, but it can be hard to judge, because you really need to pay attention to like the first item that you see in every single room, and it can be very easy to miss out. Plus, we would have maybe not picked up the best friend or whatever that was invisible in the Dross area, so either way, who's to say? Who's to say either way? I am taking so much damage, but there's still like 2 red hearts and an eternal heart waiting for me, so I'm not really too bothered. Ooh, go ahead. That's nice. Nice and on time. Very usable. I love getting 100% devil deal chance in a floor where you can't actually use it. Them's the best breaks. Now, one would argue that I could dodge a little better. Were I not holding the attack button the entire run, perhaps I could see an enemy and try to avoid the danger, but instead, I'm just gonna use the Book of Shadows from the metronome so I can then Book of Shadows out of the cursor keep my health. This is called strats, and then I'm gonna walk into a red poop that I definitely scoped out beforehand and even had the thought I should not walk in there later. As you saw, it had little to no effect on my actual performance in the video game. Now, with our missing map, I'm just going to leave because I do not know where anything is, what I haven't explored. I was not paying close attention. I'm very sorry. There we go. Gonna go into this floor with decent health. Hopefully not a curse. I'm really hoping for not a curse of the unknown or whatever it is. Curse of the can't see items. Curse of the blind, that's the one. And I'm gonna look for a thing. Gonna look for a thing. Gonna look for a thing. Yeah, you get it. Gonna look for a Yara rune. There we go. We got there. I think we just used Abyss. I think that's what that was. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Abyss is kind of a tiny icon. Keeping that one thing because it's going to drop twice as many chests, and that's obviously nice. I'm a little tempted by Spoonbender, I'm not going to lie. I could go for the perfect combo of Dead Sea Scrolls and Metronome. And honestly, I kind of like the idea. So we're going to go for that, obviously. What can I get rid of to take that? Not backpack, obviously, because that's now very important. I mean, this isn't like... This is just stats, so that's not like super exciting. Oh, I guess I can get rid of Sanguine Bond, because that's not going to do a whole lot anymore anyway. It's a little bit of a damage down, but unless we get a Devil Deal, that's just going to be nothing anyway, so I don't hate that. Now we have Purple Scythes and Bob's Rotten Head. I don't know how much the homing tears actually do, but it does give it a nice purple hue. Ooh, Bag of Crafting, that's exciting. It's a little exciting for sure. I'll consider you. You're interesting. Ooh, actually good. Book of Shadows for those secret rooms. Given the bomb count that I had, that's actually not a bad deal. I should not be picking up consumables, especially not coins of all things, because I don't really care about coins either way. 2 keys. Yeah, I'm definitely going to forget to use those Dead Sea Scrolls properly, but you know what are you going to do? I miss when those machines just gave you an item. Oh, there went another... Oh, there we go. Got another red heart container from Metronome just now. So that's neat. Unfortunately, we then teleported away, but that's okay. Got another red heart container. Oh my god. A lot of consumables on this floor though. Deck of cards. Wheel of... Oh no, wait. No, it's the moon. I've fallen for that every single time. Just repeatedly. I don't know how I keep making that same mistake, but I do. Suplex. Ooh, money equals power. And this as well. Forget me now? That's actually interesting. Let's... I'm gonna guess this is gonna be more damage. Not that much more damage, actually. What if we do this? It's not that big of a damage up, ultimately, is it? No, that's a shame. I mean, it obviously doesn't matter that much because we're shooting a million tears into enemies that just don't have that much health usually. I mean, this boss is surviving longer than I would have thought, given the cloud, but... yeah. No. A lot of consumables on this floor. Yeah, we're gonna come back to that, because that... I'm gonna actually make sure that this just stays what it is. Because I think that's interesting. Because that means 4 more Devil Deal items, or 8 more Devil Deal items technically with the rerolls, so obviously that's pretty good. Ooh! Yes. I actually got a planetarium item from that. Interesting. Yeah, against regular enemies, I'd say this build works just fine. Very nice. Soap. Extra tier 8. Very cool. Would have liked to see just a couple more pills so we could really max out our tier 8 with those tiers up pills, but that's fine. Do not pick up health, please. I need it all for that bag of crafting. It takes a while before those things to actually land. I was just waiting for them to land so I could place a bomb without being scared, but yeah, it takes a minute. Algiz, that's unfortunate. Chaos card. Does have its moments, but not this run, unfortunately. Book of Revelations. Nice. 404. Yeah, it's looking promising. It's looking promising. Get a couple dead cats on the floor. Maybe not. Euthanasia of all things as well. Ah, it's a shame we got rid of that one syringe. But this is interesting. This is pretty good. I probably want this over the mark for sure. Oh, we did get spun, even though we didn't have the thing anymore. That's interesting. I didn't know it worked that way. Maybe not use Amnesia again. Maybe not, but yeah, cool. The nail, nice. Get that health back immediately after losing it, so that's very good. But those euthanasia tears are gonna do so much damage. We have 4 luck as well, so it's not even like that terrible. Very nice. Magic mushroom? Okay. No, it's the unicorn stump that I still need. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna touch it anyway because it's unicorn adjacent, so. But yeah, it's not quite what I needed. Anyway, I guess we're gonna go with this because that's a bit of a damage up. And I don't really lose that much by getting rid of the syringe with that either, so it's just pretty good overall. Another backpack, very cool. I'd love to carry 3 active items actually, but unfortunately, it will not allow me. Need to remember that bag of crafting. There is so much on this floor. Obviously, it's going to be tricky to make anything I particularly want, but still, it's there. Tooth and nail, Virgo. None of these things are what I need. I think it's safe to say we're probably not going to get Yara, but we'll see it when we see it. Book of Belial. Alright. Some of these we got big range, so we're just going to grab everything easily. Boop. Obviously, I should be going with like item values and all that stuff and not just pick up coins and go all willy-nilly, but I've made my choice. I suddenly couldn't move anymore for some reason. I can't move when I'm holding select. Is that related to the mod? Oh, it might actually be, yeah. Lemonade. Some say there is tea or shade. But instead there was only lemonade. The moon, I'll put that in there as well. God, that mod is so much. It is actually so much. I'm obviously not going to read any of it, but, you know, it's nice that it's there for people who do enjoy that information. It doesn't, like, re-roll into anything either, which is a bit of a shame. Otherwise, it would have been kind of interesting, at least, but... Ooh, we got the big mushroom head! Hey! Get that extra hard container. Very nice. I'm done with the bag of crafting now, though. So we're gonna just take that. We're gonna get those Devil Deal items. And if it's nothing I want, then we're gonna redo the floor. We won't be able to do Mega Satan, unfortunately, unless we get like a way to get in there, but that's fine. So it's none of these. Unfortunately, the rerolls are all just stuff that I don't really need anyway, because it turns into regular item room items. Incubus, though, I'm a little intrigued by, so... let's see. We're not going to get any more curse rooms, actually, so I don't hate doing this. Because that's just even more tiers, to like a silly amount of tiers as well. So all in all, that's just pretty great. I don't think I really care about anything else here. Obviously, the Worm Friend's nice, but other than that, I don't really mind too much. So I think we're just gonna go. And then we're gonna one more time look for that Yara rune. There is 4 more items. I did say 8 previously, but it is 4 with the rerolls effectively just being nothing. But I mean, there's still some items I still need from the item room as well. So there is that. There is technically a chance of it working out. We did unfortunately lose the Dead Sea Scrolls, but we're just gonna have to be okay with that. Obviously, I want to have this just be stupid, so we're gonna take this. I guess I don't need the backpack right now, because I don't actually have anything to put in there. If we find an extra item, that made our damage go up by 30. Yeah, that's good. This is a fine build for reasonable people. I am okay with what's happening right now. Getting a lot of chests this run as well. Ah, God. The 25% damage is actually pretty rough right now. And I'm not sure if it's going to give me that much extra tiers, but I kind of want to see it at least. So, let's do this. It's minus 30 damage. I mean, obviously the tier rate's pretty good, but that's so much. That's actually so much damage that you lose from that. So I can't really... Hey, we got that. Haven't seen this in a while. It's a shame it's only for this room, but still we got C-section. It still exists. It's still a real item. Rune bag. That's actually interesting at this stage, although the odds are not very big of getting the rune that I specifically want. I'm not really seeing euthanasia do as much as I would have liked, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. It probably is doing a lot more than it seems, but it's fine. I think this is probably more interesting anyway. But any chance we can get that Yera is just worth it. I'm surprised that the battery pack didn't give us a battery when we used it, but fair enough. I guess that's fine. Kind of a shame that it's in the list of things it can use then, but fair enough. No. Yeah, I'd still call this a fairly functioning build though, at the end of the day. Nails. +2 damage, very nice. We're gonna see that difference. It's gonna change the world. But never be ungrateful. It's always good to have a little bit of extra damage at the end of the day, I suppose. Shouldn't be so negative about the whole situation. Hey, baby, boom. Hey, we actually hit him. I really wanted to try to hit him again. And obviously, that's me taking extra damage for being silly, but still, it would have been funny if it had worked out, you know, and sometimes that's worth it, for me at least. Very nice. No, yes, actually. How do we still have unidentified pills? Kind of incredible, we've gotten so many already. Very unusual. Black rune. I mean, not bad. Especially if we can get like decent status from it. Restock could be good if I was in a shop at the time. There's certainly times where it would have been useful to use that in a shop. Ah, I see. I want to crash the game, please. So we're gonna just... this is a bit of a risk, but I'm gonna go with it. Because I think this is gonna be funny. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Obviously, I am taking twice as much damage now, but I have made a big mess of things, and that's funny to me. So, obviously, I can't really say no. Parasitoid, and it hurts. Isaac's Tears we picked up the other day. I mean, we're getting a lot of items. I can't really be too negative about that. At the end of the day, the only reason why we wouldn't get what we want this run is just because there's so many items in the game. And there's only so much we can actually grab, unfortunately. Maybe not any of that. I mean, the box of spiders might be worth touching, actually, but that's about it. This is a pretty good build. We actually have some items that work together pretty well, I'd say, right now. Even with the limitations of Tainted Isaac. It was nice that we got Birthright as well. It really, really accentuated the possibilities of the character, which I can appreciate. Who are we fighting? There we go, we win. I definitely wasn't unaware of who was still left in the room. What's this rune? Black rune, right. I'll actually just use that here. Yeah. Oh, +3 damage, that's actually not too bad. I actually got decent shot speed there as well, which we were a little low on, all things considered. And that's the last room already? Dang. Degas. Not a bad rune, but unfortunately not quite what I was looking for. Flies. We could look for the super secret room. And then there's still the chests, obviously. It could maybe be here. I don't know if this is one of those rooms that's just like, nah, there's no super secret room here. I don't know if those really exist much, to be honest, but there's probably some out there. Nice. I mean, I'll give you some money. It's a bit worse for my damage, I guess, but that's fine. I need to get that wafer back for that machine. That's binge eater. I mean, not bad, but not quite what I'm looking for right now, obviously. Kinda want to play the blood donation machine, but yeah. What we got? Nope. Nope. Wait, that again. Oh no, that's a different one, right? Judas' Shadow, last chance? Nope. Unfortunate. Rubber cement. I don't know how that would actually work with this. Probably doesn't. So, the one chance that I can still effectively see right now is we drop this. What do I want to do? I guess I could get rid of this. The room back could be interesting. Because the Wheel of Fortune card could be a restart of the floor. Instead, it re-rolled my whole build. And since my build only had like 8 items, it obviously didn't re-roll that much. So, it's made it an interesting build. With the almond milk and such. It unfortunately was not the number 6 either, because I think that would have re-rolled the whole floor. And instead it did not. It did not do that. Interestingly, I can't actually get to almond milk. I have a couple of items. I have some more items than I can actually have because of birthright. And it no longer crashes the game at least, so that's a plus. But it unfortunately has put me in a situation where I can't actually get rid of all my items. So we are stuck with almond milk, but that's fine because the run is effectively over already anyway. So unfortunately, even with all of that, we did not manage to get anything extra there, which is a real shame. But I mean, ultimately, there's only so much I can do about it. So we're just gonna do that. Oh, green flames. That's interesting. And we're just gonna call it a day. It's been good. It was a run. I really desperately tried to get those Devil Deal items, and genuinely I don't think I could reasonably get any more of them there. Unless maybe with Chaos. Had I gotten Chaos from that one shop with the reroll machine, that maybe would have led to a different outcome, but all in all, I'd say the build was interesting enough, and it was a good Tainted Isaac time. It was kind of similar to a different run I had with Tainted Isaac as well, where I also had Tech Zero or whatever it's called. Is it Tech Zero? It might actually be. Where it just creates a big web of damage, and I do still love those builds. Tiny Planet with this character can be so interesting just because you can either just get rid of it or you can just make a fun build with it. So happy that we stuck with it for so long to ultimately pretty much get every item that works with it. So that was nice. Either way, hope you all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll be doing another run as probably a different character. And I hope to see you all there. Bye-bye.